What's up, guys? Super late night cast back or early morning if you prefer. I was doing the remote gymnastics, watching the Canes, Hornets, and Panthers play at the same time. So I've been trying to figure out how to do all these recaps and some other things as well. So that's why it's so late. But I wanted to come on here and give a big props to all the guys tonight after a complete Mike Tyson knockout, not even fair fight last week against Cincinnati. That is the definition of keep pounding smash mouth football circa 2005 to 2008 Carolina Panther football. 247 on 47 attempts. We literally just took the Atlanta Falcons' soul because we basically did what they should have been doing. But credit our defense for forcing Marcus Mariota to beat us, and we forced Marcus Mariota into some terrible decisions. D'Onta Foreman is that dude, and I hope we bring him back in some capacity next year. 131 attempts, 130, and 1 touchdown. He just runs angry and runs with an attitude, and that all of the offensive line, Bradley Bozeman, I know Ike Ekwonu had 4 penalties tonight, so a little rough for him there, but the offensive line took it to the Atlanta Falcons offensive line. PJ Walker did his thing, wasn't asked to do too much, but didn't make the huge mistake, even though the Falcons dropped a couple interceptions. But Laviska Shenault, that big 42-yard run after the Panthers had a long 15-play, nearly 9-minute drive, pinned the Falcons back, and then we were able to stop 3rd and 4 to make it 4th and inches, and a bad punt by Bradley Pinion set that one up. Really good stuff from the defense tonight. 5 sacks. Derek Brown is no longer a bust. He's elite hog molly. He's going to be in the Atlanta Falcons running backs nightmares. We had 5 sacks tonight, including 2 back-to-back by Marquise Haynes to seal it. Got to tip my cap to Eddie Pinheiro. We all know what happened a couple weeks ago. 4 for 4 on field goals, even though he got help on the doink on one of them. He did miss an extra point, but that was because of a bad snap. So big props to him, letting it go and just doing his job like he can do, and we've seen it almost all year long. But bad days happen. Younghoe Koo, who made 71 consecutive extra point, missed 2 tonight. That was huge as well. Blackshear got in on the running action. Chuba Hubbard back. We didn't use him too much because we just said, D'Onta Foreman, we're going to ride your back, and he carried us to the W promised land. I loved some of the motion we did with Laviska Shenault and DJ Moore. Some clutch catches, only 4, but 1 on a big 3rd and 4 to help keep the drive moving, and 6 for 16. We were on 3rd down. We did a nice job of keeping it 2nd and medium, 3rd and short for us to be able to convert and keep the clock moving and keep those drives moving. Shi Smith with a big catch on a 2nd and 12 when it was 13-9 after the Falcons got back into it after a Drake London catch. Nice little high point catch by Drake London there. Youngster's been doing some things. But Terrence Marshall, big. He only had 1 catch, but it was a big one. 43-yarder to help set up the D'Onta Foreman touchdown to make us go up 19-9, because that was the one that Eddie Pinheiro missed on the extra point. And really good special teams play by Sam Franklin to down the punt at the 3-yard line. Yeah, the Falcons went 97 yards, and of course that's the Panthers doing some Panther things that you don't like to make it interesting, and then Younghoe Koo missing that second extra point, but we were able to shut down when we need to with those two Marquis Saints sacks. Brian Burns had one as well. Frankie Louvu was all over the field. Mini Luke Kuechly type of night. 12 tackles, 2 for loss. J.C. Horn with a big pick to help set up the late field goal to have us go up 13-3 at half. Really, really good stuff. There were some ugly penalties, some personal fouls and unnecessary roughness that you don't need, that you can clean up. And obviously Icky had a bit of a tough night, but was able to overcome it and make some big blocks as well. DJ Moore, Terrence Marshall, and Tommy Trimble and Ian Thomas were key in the run game, because a lot of those big-time splash runs don't happen if the line and the wide receivers don't do their job. So really, really good there. Everything was really solid. Maybe the only thing is you don't want to give up a 93-yard touchdown drive when you're just trying to salt the game away. Stating the obvious there, obviously, but we did a nice job of hemming Marcus Mariota in and making him beat us with his arm and not letting his legs create some splash plays, so that was nice. Yetur Gross-Matos did some nice things, hemming him into the pocket and forcing those decisions. Matt Ioannidis as well, creating some holding calls on their third right guard, so that was big as well, creating second and longs, third and longs, fourth downs as well when they had to. It was a really big time, complete Carolina Panther type of game, especially with the bad weather. It was really nice and important for us to keep no turnovers, especially with the wet ball. Carrying it that many times, that is impressive. So really, really liking what we did as a whole. Deontay Foreman is angry, and he's out to prove that he could be starting 3 down back. And I can't believe that Matt Rule only had 7 carries for this man when Matt Rule was on the staff. That just tells you. And Terrence Marshall not being dressed on Sundays, that's just bad. But really nice bounce back by Al Holcomb, the defensive staff. When you get punched in the mouth like that, it's really nice to be able to punch back, and punching back in the biggest, most football way possible. Putting 232 yards on the 8th best rushing defense. That's a statement, and I know the NFC South is terrible, and who knows what's going to happen, but we only have 2 games against teams with winning records, Baltimore and Seattle. The rest are under 500. Who knows what's going to happen, but this was Carolina Panther football at its finest, and, well, maybe not its finest, with just you would think we would have been up a lot more, but that had to do with some weather and some other things. But just really, really excited to get a win, a mini bye week to refresh and see what we can do against Lamar Jackson and Baltimore, who's on a heater. But enjoy this one and realize there are a lot of pieces to be excited for, especially on the defense. But Laviska Shenault, definitely open eyes. Terrence Marshall and DJ Moore doing DJ Moore things. As always, keep pounding. Go Panthers. That was awesome. 25-15 victory. Enjoy Sunday, guys.